This is going to be video number 47 on your Firearms Defense channel here. I have a request from Sauer Tongues 2, that's spelled S-A-U-E-R, capital T-O-N-G-U-E-S, number 2, to produce a video on the Sig that I have. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to move the bench in so I can get a real good close-up of my Sig here and demonstrate it and show you everything I know about it. And at the conclusion of that, that'll conclude this video. And thank you very much for your interest. This is a Sig-Saur P220 45 caliber automatic Colt pistol, and the very first thing I'm going to do on this, you notice I keep the thing in a combat ready condition. I keep the hammer pulled back for single action trigger press, and I keep it loaded and in my bedroom all the time. The first thing I'm going to do in the interest of safety to demonstrate this weapon is unload it here and do a chamber check and a magazine check. So with the hammer release button right here, I'll drop the hammer. That's the very first thing I'll do. That drops the hammer. Then I'll empty the magazine here with the magazine release button right here, and take that out and empty the chamber. And the last thing I'll do, as instructed on previous videos, is do a chamber check and a magazine check. Now the weapon is empty and ready to demonstrate. This is a Sig-Saur P220. It cost a little over $1,000. It has a hammer release button here. This locks the magazine back right here, this little button right here on this side. Yeah, see, that locks it back right there. It's pretty hard, so to release this thing you have to pull the magazine back, and it drops down like that and then releases. Drop the hammer again. I haven't had this thing apart yet, have no interest in taking it apart. My guess is here this releases the slide and you take it off to clean it much as you do the Glock. This thing has true night sights. You can see the sights back here and the sight on the front sight here. These are true night sights. See, you can see these real well in the dark, so there's no problem there. This thing here, the trigger is different from the Glock in that it doesn't have a trigger release as the Glock does here. Now this is double action trigger pull. This is the only thing I really don't like about this weapon. Double action trigger pull is hard. So unless you want to carry the thing in your holster cocked like that, which probably isn't a good idea, your first trigger press is always going to be double action. So you have to shoot a little bit of double action with this weapon and get used to that. It's all stainless or steel. It weighs about a pound more than what my Glock does. It has real nice rubber grips here. I love the grips. This weapon has a good feel to it. It's real comfortable. It's got a real good heft to it, and it feels real great. I actually like shooting this weapon a lot. So that's just about everything about it in a nutshell. I've got extra magazines for it here. Since I live in the People's Republic of Los Angeles County, and there's a possibility, you know, you might have a repeat of the Rodney G. King riots. I've got some extra magazines here. I have 4 of them here. They're all fully loaded and ready to go if I need them, you know, which hopefully I never will. Now, one other thing about the magazines, I don't find a lot of the gun stores have extra magazines available. If you want stuff for Sig-Saur, it's best to go online and order it. It's easier just to order it from them and be done with it. This is an 8-round magazine. They're available in 10-round magazines, which are legal in California if you want to get the 10-round magazines. I didn't because it came with an 8 and I wanted all my others to be 8 too. So that's what I have is 8-round magazines. Now, a 10-round magazine will stick out just a little bit further than this. It'll come down about this much further. So that's the only real difference between an 8 and a 10-round magazine. My best guess is you wouldn't even notice a 10-round magazine if you had it. So, okay, I'm 544 into this, and I've demonstrated just about everything I know to demonstrate on this. Now, when I purchased this weapon for $1,000 some odd, I had a Glock at the time, so I didn't really need another 45. What I bought this thing for was I also bought a 22 conversion kit to it, and my ambition was to shoot 22s for the lower cost of shooting 22s, but yet have something that would shoot 22s with the feel of a 45. So that's why I bought this, and I bought the conversion kit also. And at the time I bought the conversion kit, I ordered some extra 22 caliber magazines to go with my conversion kit, because you can't take a weapon to the range with one magazine and shoot it and then spend all your time reloading one magazine. That's absurd. Your fellow firearms enthusiast will think, you know, you're a wuss or something. So I ordered about 4 extra magazines, and about 2 months later they still didn't come into my gun store. So I took the kit back and got my money back on the kit. But I kept this thing because I liked it so much, and that's how I happened to have a Sig. And I do like this weapon a whole lot. It's a very, very beautiful weapon. And thank you, Sour Tongues #2, for your request. And I hope this information is useful and helpful.